Hello, welcome back. I am Frexistential. We're playing Darkest Dungeon 2. We are in the midst of Chapter 3. The first time we are doing Chapter 3. And it's going alright so far, I think. We got our squad that we beat Chapter 2 with. They all got some memories. And we're tracking our way towards the hoarder. I think we're gonna get some, hoping for some good items.
Themselves as the world began to crumble.
All right. Ooh, 2 sets of items. Cost some relics. How many relics do we have? 30? 12? I think it's worth it. Dismas disagrees, but him and Dismas were getting along pretty great. They got a lot of positive on the last one, so I think they can. A couple negative hips are okay. And the most dangerous thing about what we're doing right now, heading towards the hoarder, is there's a lot of loathing on the way. So
the loathing festers.
That's not great. If you get 4 of these, if you fill up 4 of them, the end game boss at the end of the chapter gets harder, which is not ideal. You don't want that. All right, let's in the academics cache.
Awaits, eager to ply his trade.
Ooh, we got some more glimmers, fishing net, medical gear, as well as corrupting cleaver, some blight piercing. Which we'll stick that on to you, only because the Plague Doctor already has like crazy res piercing. This will help out you. Combat items now. You can use more glimmers. Yes. You can use this on you, because you make people bleed a lot, so having something that will make their bleed resistance go down, it sounds good. Alright, this will clear our loathing, so even with 3, it's gonna be, it'll make the enemies tougher as well in the short term. So we'll make this fight pretty tough, but hopefully the hoarder has some stuff that makes it worth it. Hoping for some good items. Calm down, Barristan. Stop whining. Alright, what does this old man got for us? See right here, up here, this is the good stuff. Curse coin, damage per positive token on him. So excited a motorcycle man has to come running past my apartment to check out all this good stuff we have. Entering Death's Door. Now, ideally, you're not on Death's Door, right? We want to get items that prevent us from being on Death's Door. So we have the Man-at-Arms special trinket. If he's ranked number 2, he gets more max health. And he is in the second position a lot, because we do have Dismas, the highwayman, in the front a lot, but we also don't use command a lot. Gain on hit if target is, was it stunned? Which we don't have a great way to stun people, so this isn't like super reliable either. This is just a generally good item. Get healed when getting stressed. Now, if we had an item that also kind of made you stressed when doing stuff, which those do exist, that'd be a great combo. Fate's Foreteller. When you resist either bleed, poison, or bleed, blight, or burn, 3 Bs, you get heal, which is also pretty good. First in turn order, Start with you have a chance to have crit on you, and we might be able to get your speed up. So this is interesting as well. We use Duelist Advance a lot too. Versus creature, 9% healing received from skill. Interesting. I mean, this is just great to have good blight resistance. I mean, this is, not the cream of the crop, right? It's only 50. Then Stiff Drink, pretty cool. Increases your pick to the face, which we are a ranged build with our Grave Robber, so, not as appealing. But being able to turn stealth into crits is great, and kind of makes it worth, having to incorporate pick to the face, using that every once in a while. Makes it a little bit more appealing. So what do we want here? First, what is Highwayman speed? Oh, so we would likely have to slow the Grave Robber down somehow with negative speed, which is doable. It is doable, but then why not just do this, right? Why not just do this? Because this gives you stealth, right? And there's also, like, the Desert Book, which is a chance to start with stealth. Anything else you can get stealth? I mean, we could add Shadow Fade. Though we brushed over Cursed Coin rather quickly. Plus 5% damage per positive token. Highway robbery skills, which we do like a lot, gives you riposte, a chance for that. And if relics in inventory is greater than 100, which is not, then that's the downside. It's less crit. But the damage per positive token, let's try this, because he's one of our main damage dealers as well, and we've never used this before, so it sounds fun. Hey, we're having fun. All right. And is there anything else we would like to purchase from this guy? Now, I did say earlier I regretted not having this. So, maybe this. See, this is also good too with the Stiff Drink. But then again, we're not able to afford both. This is also nice to have for our men-at-arms. You get this. You get this. And anything else we'd like to buy from you, sir? You've been quite helpful. I mean, this is gonna be whiskey at the end, and we also have, like, a bunch of stuff for this kind of stuff, so. And, like, building up positive relationship pips is, like, a luxury item. It's a nice to have. I don't know if it's, like, mandatory. Like, we may want to allocate our resources to other things. All right. Couple of schmoes. Pillagers, huh? You guys don't have high blight resistance. You guys are gonna get poisoned.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
So you're gonna head, pop up here, get some positive tokens on you, so now you can do more damage. This will only do 1, but I think, you know, slowing one person down and blinding them is taking someone out of the fight for a second. And he's got a combo token on him. Look at that. One-shot him with the riposte. Well, I guess he had some damage on him, but you know what I mean. You have stuff on you now, so let's not have you directly in the front. And by stuff, I mean you're no longer dodging. You're vulnerable. Ooh, let's go ahead and did not crit him, sadly. Let's go ahead and get some more dodge on you. Love that. And you, let's defend. Keep our doctor safe. Play grenade to do it in the back. So if we play grenade one more time, we'll have our goal done. Which these guys just might not live long enough for us to do that. Let's go ahead and just, we have 8. You're lucky, you're lucky. Too far in the back, my friend, you're very lucky. What am I doing? Let's go ahead and give, this will give me, like, I'm not doing this to be making this vulnerable, I'm doing this to give me a shield. And let's go ahead and make you come a little closer. Now, the bummer is I can't, I mean, I guess I could just use Play Grenade to get the goal done. Well, no, I'll just get rid of your blood, your bleed. And now you're dead. We'll take all that stuff, please. And how is, all right, how's our light doing? Hopefully okay. It is 59. It's you know, neutral. We're not getting any bonuses, but neither are they. Light 10, 30. You really want to kill the altars first, I realized, but this guy has to also die pretty quickly too. Because you have, I mean, we have Blight Piercing too. So because we had the Blight Piercing, I don't know. This guy, I believe, can put out a lot of stress.
A slow dissection.
And this one just buffs a lot of all the other dudes. Let's make you come closer, though. Do we want to do that? Or do we want to... Yeah, let's do that. Put you in the back. You resisted it. You resisted it. It's okay, though. It's okay. Blind, please. And be preferably yes. Thank you for being dazed. Now, you have no shield. These guys typically will hit both people in the front, so it kind of doesn't matter who's in front, but we have dodge now, which is handy. Handy and helpful. See? That's why you want that dodge. Alright, even though you have a shield, let's... Why can't I... You're taunting! Enemies have never taunted before. They've never taunted in Chapter 1 or Chapter 2. It's a new Chapter 3 thing. I don't like them taunting. I don't like it, Sam I am. I guess. That makes things more interesting. Alright, you're no longer taunting. Let's... I kind of don't want to be in the front anymore, so let's make you vulnerable and have hit you with, have you punch him with your shield. Aye, that's a lot of health. Alright, but maybe. You guys don't want to move, huh? So you have 4. We still gotta hit the back line. I don't want to get trapped into having, like, too much focus on him, even though he's almost dead, because it's not like the Plague Doctor is good at, like, one-shot executions. You, on the other hand, have a decent chance. You're taunting again. You MFer. Alright, 4. Yeah, we should be able to pop you. Death's Door! And he had, like, Death's Door, like, piercing on it, too. What I say, I'm getting tricked into focusing on that one dude. Let's go ahead and lower their resistance in general.
Victory supposes strategy.
You will bellow, which it will take off your crit token, I believe, if I remember that correctly. Daze the back line, yes, thank you. No, we'll remove the riposte. Has to be leveled up for the crit. Do these guys just have really strong move resistance, or are they immune? No, they just have high resistance to it. I mean, no one needs to be defended right now. I mean, well, slowing them down, I don't know, it's just 10. The thing is, if I could get you here, I could F it up real bad. Hey, like that. Now, Dismas can F this dude up. You're very low as well. You're taunting again. I hate that you taunt. Never played the first. Is there a continuing story, or is it like Final Fantasy? Poxes are connected. Yeah, I think the world is connected. Like the game 1 and 2, they're a different style of game. I haven't played 1, but I've been like learning more about it since I've you know, picked this up. And I saw a really good description of like with the comparison to what 1 is versus like 2. Like 1 is more of like an XCOM, like where you kind of have a base, you're building it up, you're kind of making characters, and you have like you know, multiple of the same guy. Whereas 2 is more of like FTL, where there's like, you're doing short little runs, you're kind of like building your group as you go, but it's kind of like an XCOM versus an FTL. And I love FTL. Okay, you're taunting, so really, only choice is to hurt you. Kind of wish I had more, that I had leveled up my dart, so it'd be doing more blight per shot. What's you gonna do? You can only level up so many things in that first den. Alright, now let's go ahead and would love to be able to like grab this. But you know what? You are, I can't. No, I can do this. Because hopefully it'll make it bleed by 4. Between the bleed and the blight, hopefully it dies very soon. 4, 5, 6, 7. You have 8. Let's go ahead and mag green on everything.
Steady yourself.
Because remember, we did use that item to lower all the resistances, so that's helpful for our strategy right now too as well. Alright, you're starting to get stressed, which is not the best. I don't think we're going to bolster with you, though, because we have laudanum, so... 4, 5, 6, 7... So you might be dead. It's, good. Next, please, you also pop. Let's give you that laudanum. And you taunty MFer. I always forget every round that you're gonna be taunting. Oh yeah, that shield too. Let's go ahead and still taunting. Good, good. That's right. All right. Now that we just have the 2 main dudes alive, we're over the hump. I know you all thought I had a huge advantage, but when things start to go bad, they go bad so fast.
Bravo.
Like even him being like within like this much stress is like not ideal. Especially since people can only heal 1 stress at a time. Let's go ahead and just slice you. Surprise, you survived. Excellent. All right. We just bought one of these, but I mean, it's not bad to have an extra, especially because it's still early in the game, and now we have plenty of other people that we can give that to. In fact, we might just give it to the Plague Doctor, because Plague Doctor has like a very low health. Kind of brings it in line with like what the rest of the crew has. Oh, it only cleared 1 loathing. I thought I was going to clear all of it. Guys, stop being so upset at each other. And we found some whiskey at the very end there too, which is handy.
We would come here in summers of
gained a
years
quirk.
gone to write, think,
That's not ideal.
rest.
That's also not ideal. 2 bad quirks. Alright, region's complete. The goal completed, so we have some extra candles. I mean, this will reduce stress for the entire party, right? Or is that a gaining of stress? Let's use it to see. Oh, it does gain stress. Oh, but that was a lot of, like, cool, positive things. We'll use the other one, because we have stress reduction as well. We have this thing. I mean, look how friendly they are. They are all now. We might be able to push this up a little bit more, too. And let's go ahead and drink. What? What? Guys! You can't drink anymore? Resolute. Maybe you only have like 1 drink. 'Cause he had the other drink. And let's fight it out. And they're probably like best friends now, right? They're maxed. So maybe that was a little bit overkill. Wasn't paying attention. So what is the provisioner selling before I
Spend
start
what you
giving
can,
out slime
or
mold?
wealth no longer has meaning. If indeed it ever did.
Playing cards. I mean, we don't need a party, right? Because Dismas and Man-at-Arms are already at max, so we would want to do more targeted stuff if we're doing anything like that. 3 stress. Ooh, I wish we had the poultice available for the bleed, especially now Dismas, you know, has a lowered bleed resistance by a lot. My time in the desert. Good to have for the grave robber, but, you know, it also costs money, so... Okay. Trinkets, we can't afford any. Stagecoach, I mean, also kind of no.
Improvement. A new
Can
variable
conduct
in the equation
concoction
of
and
your
powder
fate.
items. Quantity of produce. Nothing's producing any items right now, so
Reconfigure.
we'll swap that and put that in.
Meet each challenge on its own terms.
We want stress reduction now, and we also want this to be better. I mean, was that an issue? It was starting to be towards the end there, but not... Because what does the coin do is... Higher robbery. So we want to be using that more to synergize with the coin. So let's go ahead and do highway robbery. And... I mean, I want to do this. But we can end up in a real pickle without having this. That's the smarter choice, I think.
Everywhere. Ruin.
Yeah.
Everywhere. In need.
And now what else do we need? Alright, let's eat the slime mold. It's not
Experience, however painful.
the best idea, but let's... You. And... I mean, just having quantity of looted food, and then breads per food in inventory. Okay, so there's no point of us like buying a bunch of food and just holding on to it. Last bread. And I think that will do it. Should probably get another laudanum to replace what we've used. And this actually helped a lot as well. Probably save the rest of our money, because we would like to go to a field hospital if possible, if we're allowed. Okay, what are our options? I like this. Fight 6 or less road battles. I mean, if we see an early watchtower, that's definitely doable. More flame drain. I mean, that's not ideal, but it's not the worst. Booty. There's more cachets around. Keep the flame at. So, I mean, candles are nice, but these, I think, is more helpful in the long run.
Our great cities burn.
Now, because everything's on fire, they're going to have high burn resistance, so I'm going to swap out magnesium rain for ounce of prevention. And I think we shall embark. Let's see. Keep your fingers crossed for some positive relationships. Drum roll. Ooh. Oh,
While the heart still beats,
they're banging.
desire will never die.
Unfortunate to see Crush, since we are not using Crush at all. But having Duelist Advance heal the Man-at-Arms is fantastic. Maybe we can get this cooking. I don't know. We'll see how often Dismas is like bleeding, which he has lower bleed resistance, so potentially a lot. So we may just kind of add this in just as a way to like keep Dismas alive. They're hopeful.
Aspiration unites the hopeful.
Retribution, which these are both skills that his path does not incentivize whatsoever. But Battlefield Medicine, reducing stress on Varus whenever it's used, is very good. And they're respectful.
Tried and tested.
No one wants to be from us with a Grave Robber. And two things that we do not use at all. So, a little bit of a bummer. I mean, at least there's no negative relationships. Those are tough. Let's look at Barrison's items loadout real quick. Like, what would we swap out for?
The great cities of man.
I mean, let's just,
Ruined.
for now, take off Bellow and swap in Crush. Because this is still good to have in an emergency, because this will taunt with his path. But we're going to throw a quick break in the video right now. So if you watched the entirety of the video, thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Please consider giving me a like, subscribe, leave a comment. It really helps with the algorithm, it helps with the robots, and helps YouTube help my audience find the videos. You know, it helps out a lot. Can't say that enough. But if you watch it on YouTube, we'll be back with some more content tomorrow. And if you watch it on Twitch, we'll be back in just a moment. See you around.